I grew up in Washington, D.C., Northeast. Montana, Brentwood area. Our parents had to literally come get us because we were outside playing football or basketball. Whatever we could do, we did it right out in the street in front of our house. I just loved it. When I was about 16, I started using and selling drugs. You're in jail for 6 months and then you're home, and then you're back in jail for 9 months and then you're home. I was a nuisance to the courts and I was just miserable.
I'm originally from Oakland, California. I came to Washington, D.C. in 1980 to attend Howard University School of Law. I come from an extremely poor background. My mom worked hard. She worked for the Pullman Company as a laborer on a graveyard shift for like 25 years. When I was 14, I became a Better Chance Scholarship recipient. Ultimately, I became a practicing attorney, a certified public accountant, and eventually got involved in politics. I started out as a Ward 5 council member. I'm now the president and CEO of the District of Columbia Chamber of Commerce. Firm believer in James Brown. I don't want nobody to give me nothing. Open up the door and I get it myself. So I've just been trying to open up doors for folks because people open up doors for me. And that's really what brought me into contact with the men in blue.
While I was rearrested, I started thinking back when my father had passed away, and I remember my brother was in this program. When I saw those guys in blue come to my father's funeral, it just blew me away. It was a whole team of guys in blue coming to see my brother. In my mind, he was worse off than me. But now, here he is, clean, sober, and happy. So I reached out to my brother when I went to court. My brother and the case manager came, and they actually spoke to the judge and got me released on the condition that I would stay in the program and complete the program. My brother played a huge part in saving my life. And the cool part about it is I'm his boss.
It's all about the clean team. These are like our ambassadors. And when I found out that they were not being paid the living wage, I went on a crusade and got with the business improvement districts, and we were able to force the government to live up to the law and increase the living wage to where it's supposed to be. Right now it's hovering around $14 per hour. It was really important for me to really go out and fight for them because they were committed, doing a good job, and we just wanted to make sure that they had what they needed in order to have a better quality of life.
A couple of months into the program, I find out I have a son. This was with somebody that I used to use with. But the bonus to this was she was in a program as well. So she's now clean and sober. So it just grew from that point. In 2007, we got married. To this day, we're still married, and my son is now 12 years old playing football. Life is great.
They give to the homeless, clean up the streets. I really like that because they're helping out as a community and stuff.
He's very happy now. I used to see him in a dark place, but since he's been with Ready, Willing, and Working, he's been an awesome, great guy.
Ready, Willing, and Working turned my life around. First I'm pushing a bucket, then I worked my way up and became a lead man, and then I was allowed to drive the truck.
have a nice day. All right, you too.
Next step, I'm supervising the clean team, and I quickly rose to the second in command as Director of Operations. Once I hit the supervisory level, now I'm a part of helping to save others. I have people depending on it. This is more than just a job to me. If somebody calls me at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm gonna go get them. That's the business we're in. We're in the business of saving lives. It's a 24-hour thing. I guess you can call me an EMT of RWW.
When I had oversight over the business improvement districts, I would go out and tour what was going on in their jurisdiction, and you'd see the men in blue. And then once the clean teams would come down and testify and tell their story, they got more support because a lot of the businesses, they want to have this type of presence out in the communities. And when there's a safe community, when things are working well, it helps us reduce unemployment, it helps us to reduce crime, and it helps us keep the city safe, clean. And I think businesses, they understand that. That's what this program offers. We just want to make sure that our elected officials realize that this is a great investment. What the business community can do is to continue to advocate and lobby the district government and others to say this program works. And that's where the chamber comes in as well, because we are the voice of business. Now the challenge for us is to keep it going.
Vincent Orange really took the time when he was on city council to come out and meet our guys, get to know their needs, their concerns.
He has dreams and he's doing well in school. Just keep pushing.
Anytime he'll see you, he'll stop and shake your hands. How you doing? And he'll say, good work you doing out here.
I did my hearing in front of some councilmen and testified for the bid, and here's Mr. Vincent Orange there to help us out.
Vincent Orange was able to increase our clean team salaries by about 30% per guy. So that's a huge impact on their quality of life.
The concept works. We're the largest nonprofit provider of bid contractors. We've got to be doing something right because other bids are contracting with us. The last contract we took over, we took the existing team and we made them more productive, and we did this by making the team happy. We let them know that we cared about them. We have what I would like to call almost the perfect business model, but it can be better. There are more contracts out there. We have other ideas about putting guys in the private sector, but we need to raise funding. We could make this team bigger and better.
What's up, sir?
Help and support from businesses, government, and private donations.
It's really impossible to quantify in a nutshell the value that Andrew brings to the clean team. I mean, it's just so all-encompassing.
When he hires a person, he doesn't see them as they are that day. He sees them as who they can become because he knows where he came from. And to me, that's special.
I ain't just like a mentor, like a father figure too though, because he know where we come from. Andrew Lee make it feel like I can live the American dream.
Truly, we couldn't run this program without Andrew, without his commitment.
When I think about back then, my worldly possessions were on my back. Now I have a house, 2 cars, a dog and a cat, a son and a wife. Hey, this is the American dream. And I got all of that once I made the decision to stop using and get some help. And that help was ready, willing, and working.